Hello and welcome back. In today's video we're going to make something from the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and that item is a canister of dip. Let's get going. For this project you need the following items: your resin, a measuring cup, a sweet pop, a lollipop stick or a stirrer, some pigment for the resin, and some gloves. Now, this is the first time for me using resin on anything, so I am going in on it blind. I've looked it up, I've researched, and I think it's reasonably easy to do. But if I make mistakes, you can see for yourself, I am not always perfect. I am, but shh. Anyway, let's get going. You would also need a pair of scissors, a printable of the canister, and some double-sided sellotape. First thing you need to do is take your sweet pop. Now I'm using a brand called Toxic Waste. You can eat the sweets yourself, or as I did, I gave them to a friend because I'm not over keen on them. And you just remove the lid. You can remove this bit that comes off and take off all the label. Let's just do that quickly. Right, I had to remove the label off camera because it was a bit simple. As you can see, I've got most of it. There's a little bit of residue left, but that's not important because we're going to paint this a little bit, which I did forget to mention in the items you need. If you want to paint it, that is. So there's the cup. Now we're going to pour the resin into this. So we're going to prep the resin and pour it in. Now the resin that I'm using, we have a part A and a part B, and it's equal measures. So here we go. So we pour equal amounts in and you stir it and keep stirring it until it goes back to clear. And in a minute we'll be adding the pigment to change the colour. Now in the film the dip is a very dark gloopy green. I've got bright green, so I might add a hint of purple onto it. So I think that's slowly coming together. So I'm going to add the pigment in a minute. Right, we're going to go back to a time lapse now. So as you can see, I added a bit of purple in there. It looks more dark on the camera than it does in real life, but I am happy with that colour. I'm just going to keep mixing it for a little bit longer before we pour it into the canister to make the actual dip. So we've poured it into the canister. We now have a 12 to 14 hour wait for it to harden. For you it will be a few minutes. For me it's going to be till tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. It's the next day. As I said, it was only a quick second before we changed. And in that time the resin has hardened and it has formed the liquid of the dip. As you can see, it's nice and smooth and solid. And there's the canister. Now, your next step is that you need to take your printable and you cut out this logo, and the word dip. I'll just do that quickly. Once you've cut the three images out, you want to place some double-sided sellotape on the back of them and stick them onto the canister like so. So you put the dip one here, the symbol here, and then the description down here. Or you can do it however you would like, but I'm sticking to the order that was in the image. I'll just do that quickly. And there we have one canister of dip. And there we go, and that's today's project, well, 2 days project done. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!